This podcast was recorded and produced on Gadigal land.
We would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians and pay our respect to elders past and present.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
This is my final MAFS related interview.
They're talking about me. She's like, yep. It was Australia's reaction.
It's an exclusive.
This is an exclusive.
Caused a lot of drama and it never got aired. It just went nuts.
Hello and welcome back to Reality. I'm Selina.
And I'm Tahnee.
We are so excited.
Very excited.
Because we have our first official MAFS guest.
Yes! And it's no other than Morena. Woo!
Hello, beautiful ladies. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
All the way from Melbourne.
Absolutely. First class.
Oh!
Love it. Let's get into it, shall we?
So tell us, how are you going so far?
I'm going great.
Love it.
That's
Love to hear it.
Yeah. What isn't there to love?
I have to know, what made you sign up for MAFS? What was your going into it? Did you sign up for MAFS or did you get scouted?
They've tried to get me for 3 years.
Really?
Boom. That's because I signed up for another show.
Okay.
Which didn't. I got into the end, and then it didn't go ahead.
And then the show didn't go ahead, or the
Yeah, it didn't
okay.
go ahead. And then they had all my details.
Okay.
Yep.
And they were like, we love you, we want you. And I'd say, no, look, I got married once to someone that I knew. I ain't going to go marry a stranger. No chance. And then, I don't know, it's just like, what am I scared of? Why not? Have courage. Take the risk. And I literally, look, I really am looking for my best friend to grow old with. Is that crazy to think that I was going to get it on Married at First Sight? Yeah. But I did. I really believed in the process. So
We get it. We were the same.
Yeah, we did this. We felt the same.
Yeah.
And it's like that, even though it's a small bit of hope, you're like, oh, maybe I'll meet someone in this like crazy way and it's going to be this magical experience. And yeah,
Boy, were we wrong.
I really believed it was my turn.
Yeah.
I really believed, well, why not me? It has worked for 1 out of every 100.
Yeah.
Or is it 1 out of every million? Whatever it is. It has. It's worked for some people.
it's worked for a few.
So why not me? Why not
I
me?
think everyone thinks that.
Yeah.
So you were matched with Tony.
Yes.
And
Bless him.
I know. He seems lovely.
He is, isn't he? On camera.
Oh, okay. Well, let's delve into that a little bit more because I've seen a lot of things that you've put on social media that he was married or is married or was married.
Is. Not was. She's not an ex, is.
And what's that? Are they like living together still?
Yeah, what's the
or-
situation?
Yeah.
So they both live in America.
Oh.
With an adopted daughter.
Yep.
And they're calling him Phony Tony. It's gorgeous. I love that name. Phony Tony did something. I don't know what it was. He never told me because I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Where he's been removed from America. It's got to do with visa. I don't know what he did.
Okay.
I actually don't care what he did. I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care. So he's back here in Australia. Yep. She's very intelligent. She's still there. I'd be there too. He's in Wollongong. She's in Vegas. Oh, I know where I'd prefer to stay. Vegas. So he's been here for 2 years and he's trying to work out how am I going to get back there. So he had this amazing idea. I'll go on Married at First Sight. And when I go on there, I'm going to drop a bombshell. I'm going to tell directors and producers, let's bring my wife in. Because I love my wife. I want my wife. Bring her in. It's going to make a great, great show. Now, he said all of this on camera. He said all of this on the commitment ceremony.
Which one?
The one that they didn't show. Obviously. The first commitment ceremony, when I sat at the first CC, ladies, the first thing I did was thank everyone, production, directors, film crew, everyone, for the best wedding ever. Sorry, my wedding was better than yours.
You had a stunning dress.
It's stunning.
It was so magical. Everything I wanted.
Wow.
I've never felt like that in my life. My kids, my beautiful friends, they all cried because it was just so, I'm going to get goosebumps. It was so real. It was so real. I thank production for that. They gave me everything I wanted.
And then it wasn't.
No, like literally within hours. Within hours. It all started with, I didn't order a 57-year-old. Okay, I'm too old. He's repulsed by that. You know what? I don't really care. That's fine. You're repulsed by me because I'm old. That's okay. You're entitled to have your checklist. So I really thought that was my bombshell. We get to the honeymoon the next day. Did you see the honeymoon on air?
Where did you guys even go?
Oh, darling, it doesn't matter. I ruined it. I ruined it. That's why there's no footage.
Oh.
How did Morena ruin it? We sit at the honesty box.
Yeah. Hated that so much.
So as soon as we arrived to our honeymoon, the first thing we did was try and light the fire.
Yep.
Because it was freezing. And from that, get ready, Morena, you're going on a date. Oh, okay. And it said, we're going to go to the restaurant. They closed up the restaurant. I felt like Lady Gaga. It was amazing. I did. I felt like, wow, like wow, what an experience. As we got there and we sat, we were mic'd up. He said, Morena, I have to tell you something. And they told me I have to tell you now.
Oh.
And straight away I thought, okay, so it mustn't be the age thing. They told him, you have to tell me now. I thought, okay, here's bombshell number 2. We sit over the box and he says, I'm married. I just went,
Sorry?
No, nothing came out of my mouth. The wine just sat here. I remember it as if it was happening right now. I took a sip of the wine because I thought, don't talk. Camera. He goes, are you going to say anything? I swallowed my wine and I said, you mean you're separated? Because people under pressure can say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
He goes, no, I'm married. God bless my producer, Jane. You're gold. She then comes in. Okay, guys, can you move it along? And I looked at her and I said, move what along? We're not going to talk about that anymore. Can you just reset and can we just go on with the box? I'm so sorry. He's just told me he's married. And I got clarification. Do you mean you're separated? No, I'm not separated.
Still
I'm
married.
I love my wife. I want my wife. So I thought, holy crap. I thought, okay, Morena, don't talk. All I did was, no, Jane, you don't want to talk about this situation. Well, I'm not done. So I went on and I went on and I went on and I went on. And all I got from my producer, you are ruining filming time. Am I? Well, why don't you take me right out of this equation because I'm happy to go home.
Wow.
And it just got worse and worse and worse. Day 2, ruined the confession box, so that wasn't shown, was it?
Of course, yeah.
Day 2, Morena, we're going to set up a date for you and you're going to go on a date. And I said, what, with the married man? Stop saying that. Stop talking. So that stop talking started from there. He would say to the producer, you said that we're not going to talk about it anymore. And she'd say, well, I can't help that she's going on about it. I said, I'm sorry, guys. I'm right here. I am going to go on about it. I'm so sorry. I need to understand what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
I expected to be matched with an idiot. I expected to be matched with someone who was not attracted to me. I was expected to be matched with somebody who potentially had bad breath. I had all these scenarios.
Yeah.
But never,
A married man.
never what I got.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's okay. I agreed. Okay, let's have a date. And I said, I'm not going anywhere though. I'm not going anywhere with him. That was my attitude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So we sit downstairs by the pool and we get a beautiful cheese platter. It was a tower. And all I want to do is eat. Can you stop eating? Sorry. Is it hurting your mic? Because that's what it was doing. Every time, because the mic was there and it's like, stop chewing. Anyway, and we sit down and said, so Tony, we need to continue from where we left off yesterday. He cracked it. You said we weren't going to talk about it anymore. Who
said that?
Who said that? I don't know what you're doing here, but you're matched here with me. You need to explain to me what's going on. He said, look, he just kept saying, I'm sorry. Okay, do you understand you've taken up the space of somebody who potentially could have really been looking for someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you here? He goes, I want fun. You want fun? He goes, yeah, and you're no fun. I go, I'm not, am I? No, I'm actually not. But this is what you've done to me. You've automatically shut me down before I even began. Did you see the wedding day, how amazing it was?
Yeah.
That's me to a T.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a human being. I don't act. I'm not an actress. Yeah. I wasn't there as soon as the cameras come on to go, okay, the camera's on.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't me. If I was angry, I was really angry. If I was sad, I was sad. If I was happy, I was really happy. So he said, I just wanted a holiday. I wanted my nephew. I wanted my nephew to know what it's like to run the charter business on his own, to realise how important I am. And he goes, and I really thought I could get my wife in here. And I said,
Wow.
your wife from where? Like, I was so confused. Well, then I understood very quickly. He really did believe he could get her in because he can't get to her.
Wow. Have you spoken to her since, or have you
had
spoken
any
to her at
contact?
all?
Why would I want to speak to her? It's got nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
Now, I think it was yesterday because I don't look at all this rubbish that's going on the internet. It's hilarious. I just laugh. In fact, the more I'm getting from viewers, the more it's fueling me for positiveness. It's not doing whatever these viewers are trying to do to me. I just thank them. I really do. You're not going to break me with words sitting behind a computer.
It's a great attitude to have. I think it can be hard when I think every year it gets worse and worse with what people say and like the TikTok videos and how aggressive it gets. So it's actually so great that you have that like mentality, mindset when it comes to it, because it's hard. I can't even imagine what it'd be like in that position.
Honey, it's very easy. You're talking out of your rear end.
Yeah.
Why would I be? You don't know me. Why would I care what you're saying or what you're thinking? Bring
I
it
love
on.
that attitude.
Yeah.
Keep
Love it.
going.
Yeah.
But I mean it. I truly mean it. Now, are there days where I just think, wow, why? Of course I do. I think I've got a heart and veins and blood. I'm human. When I see my kids upset, hey, guys, you're crossing the line. My kids are divine. My son's got a disability. Back off. I'll kill for my kids.
Yeah.
You've crossed the line.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's where I've got to say to viewers, it's okay if you don't like me. You don't have to like me. But realise that this is entertainment. I actually didn't realise that. I really believed that I was going into something. This is what I believed. I believed I was going to go into this experiment. I'm divorced because I've messed up in life. Because if I didn't mess up, I'd still be married. Okay? When there's a divorce, it takes two, not just one, to get to a divorce.
Yep.
So I thought now, okay, by going onto this show, I'm going to have, I call them puppeteers, because that's what they are. They're not experts. They're hilarious. I really thought that they were going to give me strategies on whatever's going on in our marriage, even though it's a pretend marriage. Viewers, it's a pretend marriage. It's not real. Can you see? I'm single, very single. So I thought that whatever we encounter now, for me to be in an experiment and to be to share I've never lived with anyone except for my ex-husband.
Wow.
Like, I thought, wow, this is going to be amazing. And then no matter what he is, I want to learn how to adapt to personalities, problems. Have I said something in the wrong tone? Teach me. But I was wrong. They wanted me aggressive, so they threw all these scenarios at me behind the scenes. I mean, they called me CUNT.
What?
As in the producers or the experts?
Oh, yeah. We won't even mention names because you know what? You know who you are and you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. But you know what? Did they get aggression out of me, tones out of me? Hell yeah. But you get cornered in a corner and you get told you don't do this and you will never work in Australia again. Holy shit. You don't get to do that to a decent human being who's turned her life around. It's taken me 7 years to get to where I am today. This is not what I signed up for. So you think now you're going to break me? All the best. Keep going. All you're doing is inspiring me to help others. Have courage. Stand up for yourself. Even though you might be different to everyone else, I don't want to yell at you. I don't want to carry on with you. But in that environment, after being locked up, I was always the longest in a tent. Always. I was always around.
It was the worst. The tents were the worst.
Yeah.
Well, honey, girls, I was in there. It was daytime. I came out at night. I'm thinking, am I in space?
Oh, no.
What time is it?
Yeah.
Like legit pitch black.
No, you don't have to tell us.
Yeah,
We've been through it. We lived and breathed it. We get you. We understand.
Yeah, it's a lot. And
It's a
especially
lot.
if you're the last one as well.
Yeah.
I think I was the last one only once out of the however many weeks. And it was like, and I knew it was like kind of punishment for something that had happened that my partner had done. And I knew that they were like punishing us for what he did. And I was like, yeah, this is a reaction to something he's done that's pissed them off. And now we have to like suffer by like being dragged out for this. I just knew that's how it worked.
It's interesting. From what I saw from my perspective, they look at you and they go, no, we're going to roll the dice and we're going to give it to you. No, you're good. We're going to give it to you. Yeah. No reason.
No
reason. I remember being on the couch at every CC. Give it to her. She's going to crack. Give it to her. And I'm sitting there and thought, I'm not going to crack. I only cried once. That's because they mentioned my daughter. How dare you?
You know
dare
what?
you
This is an
mention my
interesting
daughter?
insight. When Alyssa, I don't know if you watched my season, they would mention her son and then she would start crying and then they would edit her reaction to
Yes.
something else.
Yes.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we watched that and her being brought up is actually not shown, but your reactions then matched in with something else.
Can I tell you what happened on that scenario?
Sure.
And it's really important to show viewers, hey, when my scene is up, they've either got me on the side, they've either got me on a frame where I don't move. My editing is so bad because all they had to go with me is she talks too much. He's bored. I'm thinking, you had such good bombshells with me. I don't get it. See, with Tim and Katie, spot on. They got their story out. And I feel for Tim. He's still somebody's loved one. And I said to him, sweetheart, you can't talk like that. Now, that's a big lesson for him to learn. And I hope he's learned that. You cannot talk to anyone like that. It's okay if you don't like what you see. We've all got checklists.
Yeah. You can't be
But you don't have,
disrespectful.
no.
Yeah.
But you know what? They showed it for how it was. There was nothing exaggerated. There was nothing. They showed it for how it was. Why was I denied that? That's what's made me upset. The fact that I've got the crown this year, I'm the villain, bring it on. Not many women can say I'm the villain. I'm happy. I don't care about my edit. I signed up for that. But I thought that they would really show why I'm reactive.
Yeah.
So let's go to my tears on the couch because you're only going to get it once. He calls me an SLUT.
Why?
Who even uses that word anymore?
No. Girls.
That is
girls,
crazy.
Girls.
Tony says this to you.
God bless him. And you know how we always had to put on our outfits and then we had to get them approved?
Yes.
So the outfit that I got approved was a gorgeous brown dress. You're going to see it on the CC because I was wearing at the CC, I just know that I just finished throwing up. So when you see me, I've just finished throwing up. And that is legit. Nobody even noticed. No one. And that's what upsets me. Nobody noticed the amount of weight I lost from the start of the show to the end. Nobody noticed. I was invisible. But that's okay. So I come back with my outfit and I said, Tony, can you take a photo of this? He goes, because you got the look of an SLUT. And I said, what did you say? What did you just say? You can call me whatever you want as long as it's got some truth behind it. I'll go, yeah, you're
Were
right.
the cameras around when this happened?
Said it in front of a producer.
Oh, my God.
And I looked at her and she goes, oh, my God, Morena, you're about to fume. And I said, no, not at all. Talk to him because I don't want to look at him. Anyway, I walk away. She had a chat to him. He came and he apologised. To me, sorry, that apology's up your rear end when somebody has to tell you.
Yeah.
Anyway, when we got to the commitment ceremony, I said to them, I sat there, I've waited a whole week to ask the three of you, how does a woman or a man deal with being called something.
Mm-hmm.
Morena, what were you called? She had such a sweet voice on camera. Anyway, and he said, tonight, based on what I'm wearing, and I've got boots on, you'll see what I'm wearing when I wear it. Mm-hmm. I've got the look of a SLUT. What does Alessandra do? Bless you, darling, you're gold as well. Hope no one ever does this to you. Are you triggered, Morena? Morena, are you triggered? You look very teary. Morena, what's going on in your mind?
What an odd thing to say.
No, it's not odd, because they want a reaction.
Yeah. And they're never going to show that. They're not going to show that.
They're not going to show what he called me.
Yeah, it's not.
Because the dinner party the night before, that was brought up at the dinner table, and one of the beautiful young girls who the whole world loves her, and I'm not mentioning her name because she'll be destroyed if they do show it, she said, get over it. Big deal. He called you an SLUT. I wish my husband would call me an SLUT and slap me on the butt while he's saying it. Because of your age, you don't understand the terminology.
No.
I said, what? No. I go, what? She goes, it means you're hot.
No, it does not. It's a derogatory term.
No, I just said,
no.
Stop talking. That's all I said to her. Stop talking. She's my daughter's age. You're going to be wrong.
Yeah,
Stop talking. She knows who she is. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. So nobody ever stuck up for, no one ever put Tony in place. At the commitment ceremony, that's not going to be shown, honey.
No, it won't be shown.
So I started crying because I looked at Tony and I said, no one has ever made me look or feel the way you have in such a short time. And he turned around and said, you liar, your ex-husband has. I said, no, he has. My ex-husband did a lot of things, but he never called me an SLUT.
Yeah.
He called my daughter that twice. And that's when I started crying. And then I stood up at the commitment ceremony.
Okay.
I said, right, are you all going to be sharing that now about my daughter? And I said, Tara, I looked at that wall. Tara, John, Alex, get out here. Get out here now. Come and talk to me. Come. Are they going to show that?
No.
Hell no. All they're going to show is my tears because I cried. And off camera, obviously, I go back to my room that night when I ring up my daughter and I said, my darling, I'm really sorry your name got mentioned. You know what she said to me? Don't be, Mum. She goes, did you lie? I said, no. She goes, Dad did call me that twice. Now, you've seen my daughter? You've seen her? She's just beautiful. She's far from it. So she said, Dad will have to put his head down and be ashamed of what he called me. And I said, I'm so proud of you. That's what made me cry. So how are they going to edit that?
It's not going to make sense. Yeah.
We shall see.
Is
but
there
that's the only time I cry.
anyone else from obviously watching the show that you feel like is being portrayed badly or better than what they were from your experience?
Billy's getting a good edit.
Yeah. We've heard this.
Oh, really?
We've heard this.
Okay.
And good on you, Billy.
Okay.
So happy for you.
What about Sierra?
I don't know why they're protecting her, but there's something going on there.
Oh.
Good for you, Sierra.
Okay.
Who else? What about
Ree and Jeff?
They're the only two that I was actually rooting for because they at least had something real in the real world. Remember, this is the pretend world.
Yes.
And now the fact that they're back in there and they've got a chance, I'm really happy for them.
Okay.
But they just wanted to sit on the fence.
Yep.
So I'm not going
I
to...
hate fence sitters.
Look, you got to live with what you do or what you don't do. Now, by you speaking up, you could actually save a life. And by you not speaking up, you can actually push someone over the edge. Why would you want to be that person? I'm just going to sit on the fence because the camera's on. Tony's a good example. He's getting a great edit. He actually believes his edit. Okay, I actually don't care about my edit. I was there.
Yeah.
Now, true edit, Katie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
we love
Katie.
Katie.
We love
She got-
Katie.
But honey, that was true.
Yeah. What about Jackie?
She's copying it.
I know. I feel so bad for her.
I honestly, I'm like, Jackie is the best TV I've ever seen. Chaotic, raw emotion,
Yeah.
crazy. I love her. I
Yeah.
think she's absolutely gold. Do you think like it's really confusing to watch because it's very like crying, stop crying, upset about something, not upset about something. What's your thoughts on that?
They're cutting to those points.
Okay.
They're going from tears, and then they'll show, which happened 5 hours later, where she's, I'm good. Like, that didn't happen.
But there was this one scene where Athena pulled her
the
aside and said,
wedding.
hey, this is not your wedding. Let's be a bit more respectful. And she was
was
crying.
just
Her
like,
mascara was
okay.
dripping down her face, the poor thing. And then she was like, she wiped her tears. And she was like, yeah, okay, let's go.
Do you remember girls being in that hot pot?
Oh, of course.
Right.
Of course. I mean
You're
this
right.
respectfully. I'm not saying this
no.
to be disrespectful.
No.
I just want to know,
you're
because
not
that
being-
didn't look like a cut scene. It looked like a full, a whole scene. right?
Because there's that moment when you are actually switch off. It's like I was on the couch, I was like this, and then all of a sudden, remember where you are. And then there's this mechanism that just goes, shoo. Remember, I'm not making excuses for the hours that we're filming, but she copped so much
Yeah.
that she was drained. She was tired. She was emotional.
Yeah.
And they kept giving it to her. They kept
Yeah.
giving it to her. They kept giving it. How much can one take?
Do you think, just quickly, because I remember how much alcohol we all consumed at the weddings, at the dinner parties. A lot of the times we were blind. And there was one scene where she was talking about something and I could visibly see that she's intoxicated. She started slurring. I don't know if anyone else picked that up. Do you think alcohol had a little bit to play
Darling,
with that?
our alcohol was capped. No way.
Really?
2 glasses.
That's all?
Hell yes.
Oh, we just
At
kept
the- I
didn't
getting
drink
fed
at all.
alcohol.
No.
I was too scared to look drunk on TV. I didn't drink.
There was an episode, I'm not going to mention her name. She got her fist. She came into the dinner table. She slammed. And she said, you're all mine. You all belong to me. You give us the show that I want or none of you.
This
She
is
swore.
a producer.
Producers don't do that, don't you? Did you ever see a producer come in the dinner table and slam on the table?
I saw a producer come and yell at us that we
Yeah.
needed to give more or else we're not going home.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was next level. She slammed so hard that everything on the table jumped. And I was the grandma, so I was always at the end, right? Yeah.
I was always
And
at
I
the
just,
end too.
and in that scene, I just stood up. I had my hands up like this. And I said to the lovely woman that came in at the end, who was so mad, and I said to her, you want a show? At least give me some wine. Because all of these lovely people here have just taken all the wine. She goes, sit down, you'll get a wine when I give it to you. I said, no, I'll stand, thanks. I'm going to stand with you. You give me my wine. I want my wine now. Because for me to put up with this rubbish, I really need a wine.
Yeah.
The poor guy that came in, I want a craft, thanks. So the poor guy that came in, he was trembling because I wasn't going to sit down, not
Yeah.
sitting. He was shaking. And I said, thank you. I poured a glass.
Yeah.
The minute I poured that glass, Dave went to grab it and I said, take it. I just needed one. I needed one because I'm not a drinker, but one glass just sedated me a little because it was a zoo. I just didn't know it was going to be like that. I don't want
Yeah.
to be around
You don't
that.
expect it.
Yeah.
No. And it's really hard to explain to viewers. They don't see that. Then they just see, oh, you yelled at poor Paul. Poor Paul. You know he's going to have to leave the country.
Really?
No.
It's coming.
Right.
I call that the karma bus.
Yeah.
The karma bus is coming. Have you heard of that?
yeah.
Don't set someone up, which is what he did to me at the first dinner party. Made up a story. I had just finished throwing up and yelled at because you better give us a show. Continuously with the guy I was matched with, look, you and I are never going to be. And I thought, it's okay, I don't want you. You know, I just had to figure out in my head, how am I going to get out of here? That's all I want to do. So you saw I wrote Leave on the second week. Soon after writing Leave, it was made very clear 3 couples have left before me. You're not going anywhere.
I remember seeing you mention that you felt held against your will. Can you share more of that? Because I felt like there was times where there was one time that I wanted to leave and it was a full discussion. I ended up getting put into another room. But I was like, see ya, I'm out of here. I'm going to my... Easier for me because I lived in Sydney and I could have just gone 15 minutes to my house. What was that like for you, obviously not being from Sydney, being in a foreign city with no friends and family here?
Does anyone remember COVID?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Can you triple it? And can you triple it again? And can you triple it again? And can you triple it again? What are we up to? That's what it was like. See, COVID, honey, I could go 7 kilometres within my radius.
Yeah.
I lived with my beautiful kids. I played music. I DJ'd. I was at home. Sure, I was without work. It was hard. This was next level.
Yeah.
And I actually said to Nine, and I said to Edam Shine, and I don't think they believed me. They really didn't. I said to them, you show my story, I won't have a problem. I've got a problem if you don't show my story. And them not show my story.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
So all I want viewers to know is, hey, you've got to understand, can you see how did I go from 100 to 0? Actually below 0. My girlfriends who know me well, they've gone, it doesn't even look like you on TV. That's what happens when you throw up. That's what happens when you're ganged up on. The only person I had was Ali.
Wow.
I never harmed myself, ladies, because of Ali. Ali's going to be in my life for the rest of my life. I don't want anything from Ali. I've told him, I'm not here to use you. I don't do that. He goes, I've worked that out with you.
Yeah, he's beautiful.
I call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
But I had you. My kids would have been without a mother.
No, we love Ali.
Do you understand what that actually means? Like,
Yeah.
that's not right. Channel 9, Edam Shine, you've got obligation to look after me too.
For sure.
You're protecting Sarah because she went off to hospital. You're protecting Tony because John Walsh, his brother-in-law, is neighbours with him. That's brilliant. You look at your faces. There's somebody's always protected for a reason. That's just wrong.
I'm trying to think who else.
Why
I want
didn't
your
you protect Tim?
opinion. If we name a couple each,
Yep.
can you tell us if you think that they're faking it? Okay, I'm going to go.
You're cheeky.
No, but don't tell us which one. Just if it's out of the two people we mentioned,
Yeah.
I'm going to say Karina and Paul.
Okay, I'm going to say Jamie and Ryan.
That's the one I wanted to know.
Oh, no, Dave, sorry.
Dave.
What are you
Jamie
saying?
and Dave.
Are they faking it?
Yeah, do either of those two, is any of those two couples faking it?
Dave is beautiful.
Oh, really?
Dave is beautiful.
Dave specifically, not
Dave is-
Jamie?
Dave is beautiful.
Okay, well, I think
Dave
everyone will
is
kind of
beautiful.
read between the lines.
Dave, every single day in that corridor hugged me so tight.
Aw.
Every day. And I've even spoken to him. I said, I'm going to tell your parents one day what a remarkable job they've done on you.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's
Interesting.
what you see.
Yeah.
It's
And we
beautiful.
obviously know you don't like
But
Paul.
in saying that, hang on a minute, in saying that, Dave never stuck up for me
Yeah.
when wrong was done at the table because they all like Tony.
Okay.
Now, Paul, what did you want to know about Paul?
We obviously think you don't like him based on the tiff you had. What's your opinion on those
He
two?
apologised to me.
Okay. Did you accept it?
And I said, well, honey, there's no point apologising because now you're screwed over. That's called the karma bus.
The karma bus.
That you've got to apologise when you know you've done something and you know it's wrong. He made up a whole scenario that I was screaming down the corridor.
Yeah.
And I'm an idiot that I just I was already wound up because of what was being told to me
course.
in the background. Okay? So I fell for it. So I should have known better. I'm 57. I should have known better. But I didn't. So I just he threw the bait and I just attacked. Yeah, I did. But Paul will now have to leave Australia. He's going to have to go back to France. So now, do you come and apologise to me because now what you did is way worse than me talking too much?
Interesting.
So that's not an apology. You do not apologise because something now terrible has happened to you and now you know what it feels like. The difference is what he did, which you're going to find out, is legit. He did it and they're going to go with it. They're going for it.
So there's drama coming up with those two.
Yeah.
So
I think I did see a little preview somewhere.
Okay.
it doesn't matter what he did.
Okay.
He's going to
happen?
have to
Okay.
wear it. He's going to have to wear it. First week, I write stay willingly. I needed to find out what's wrong with this human being. Week 2, I write leave. If I was so bad, why did he write stay? He was so angry. Week 3, I don't write stay or leave. Have a good look at what I write.
Okay, wow. Stay tuned, everyone.
Wow.
This is what I love about you. You're just so real and authentic.
Darling, do you
and-
see me with any notes?
No, exactly, exactly.
I feel like I could just listen to you talk for
Yeah.
hours.
It's in my heart. And then week 4 was all prearranged that I could walk in and attack Tony because Tony did this, and this. And I just fell for it. I'm too scared to watch the last CC. I really am. I go berserk. And then I say good riddance. The whole cast all boo me.
Oh.
And I'm like, you don't get to talk. I gave it to them. You don't get to talk. Poor TJ. Morena, that's mean. You just got here, TJ.
Yeah.
Don't talk. Adrian.
Wow.
I can't with
Morena, however he talks. Shut up, Adrian. Shut up. This is my seat, not yours. I actually get him to shut up because no one can.
No,
And then poor Dave, he tries to say something and I say, Dave, and then he just backs off. No, this is my seat. And the reason why it was all prearranged for me to walk in there was because I said to them, I'm going to call the police. You're holding me against my will. You've pushed me and pushed me. I've got nowhere else to go. So I didn't call the police, but I tell you what, it was a bee's dick. Yeah. Of calling. Can I say that word?
Yes.
Well, I am 57. Right? So I didn't. So it was all prearranged by our lovely directors. You storm in and give it to Tony because he deserves it. I friggin' fell for it. Anyway, it's going to be very entertaining for viewers.
Wow.
I've been told I'm a queen. The viewers out there who don't think I'm a queen, I really don't care.
I love this attitude.
love it.
I love
But
this
honey-
mindset.
But honey, I mean that.
Yeah.
The only
we can
thing
see
that
it.
makes me emotional, my kids.
I love that.
We're
They're so
untouchable.
lucky to have you as a mum.
And we laugh because the 3 of us are single. And I just say, yeah, stupid at 57, stupid at, 32, stupid at, 27. The age makes no difference. They're stupid in all age groups. But that's okay.
Well, you got each other.
We
Exactly.
have.
And they're very lucky to have you as a mother.
I'm lucky to have them. I've done some things right in life. I stayed in a loveless marriage, but I had 2 amazing kids. Goodbye, my lover.
Bye, my friend.
Goodbye, my friend.
Morena, thank you so much for bringing your beautiful energy. She is exactly like the social media Morena that we see, not
That's
the
me.
MAFS version. Yeah.
Thank you, sweetheart. That is me.
That's you. Thank you.
I don't fake that. You can't.
You can't. You really can't.
And next time, I would love you to come in and teach us how to DJ.
Seriously.
No,
I
why don't we
love
just
it.
have a party here in Sydney?
Totally.
For sure.
There.
Yeah, done.
Thank you, angels. All of you.